Tested my credit and boosted it up. You ain't running plays, you ain't one of us. Meeting with lenders, gaining they trust. 100K funding, that ain't enough.
All right, y'all. I just want to give y'all a background story on my credit journey, on where I started. Because I know I give a lot of information on what you can do and how I built up my credit to be able to get access to funding. But I do want to let you know that it all started with mindset. So I had to unlearn a lot of things. So a lot of times we think that we got to learn all this information. No, the first thing we got to do is reprogram our brain. We have to unlearn everything that we was taught our whole life. Because most of the time, 9 out of 10, you're gonna go up, you're gonna live your life and believe in everything you was taught while you was brought up in life. Guess what? In my home, credit wasn't spoke about a lot. Financial literacy wasn't spoke about a lot. So I had to go out on my own and invest in myself to be able to learn this type of information. So I'm gonna give y'all the first thing that I started doing. The first thing that I do when I wake up and when I first started my credit journey was I wake up and have daily affirmations. So I'm gonna wake up and tell myself positive stuff like, listen, I'm gonna have a great day today. I'm not gonna end the day without learning something. I'm not gonna end today without taking action on a piece of information that I learned. A lot of times we think that we'll hear a bunch of information and think that we gotta take action on all 20 things. No, just pick that one piece of information and take action. That's gonna be your win for the day. So that's one of the things that I started doing. And the second thing that I started doing when I woke up after I did that was working out. So a lot of people, they look at me like, yo, bro, what are you trying to go to some type of competition? I see you work out crazy. No, this is more of a mental thing because we talk about health as wealth, right? But we always think about the physical first. But without the mental, you can't even get to the physical. So now me going on a 5-mile jog, y'all might think that, oh, he's trying to get fit. He's trying to do this. He's trying to do that. He's trying to get a six-pack. No, I just need my mind clear for the day so I can be able to accomplish all the tasks that I need to handle. So that's one of the next things that I did to be able to have a clear head and to be able to unlearn certain things and be able to master what I need to do for the day. So another thing that I did was I started changing my proximity. I started changing the conversations that I was having. You couldn't, and you still can't call my phone talking about some world star gossip, talking about academics said this about this person. Oh, Bad Girls Club is on tonight. Do you know this person? I don't even know who's on the show, so you can't even ask me. I'm watching a bunch of podcasts. I don't know these people. If I can't learn from them, I don't want to hear them. So I had to detox myself from music for at least 90 days. I wasn't listening to no rap music, any type of music. The only thing I was listening to was podcasts. So yes, I did work a 9 to 5, but guess what I was doing during this 9 to 5? Guess what I was doing on my way to this 9 to 5? I didn't have no vehicle at the time, so I used to walk to work. But while I'm walking to work, I'm on a webinar or I'm listening to a master class or a podcast on YouTube, walking to work. So guess what? I drove a forklift. So while I'm on that forklift for 8 hours, that's what I'm listening to. I'm listening to podcasts with information on financial literacy, how I could build my credit, how to properly structure my LLC, how to make money off this information. I had to rewire my brain to be able to be in the position that I'm in right now. So that's just a couple things that I did. I had to sacrifice a lot. I had to turn down a couple convos. People used to call me in the morning, 8 in the morning. Yo, bro, you seen that video from last night? Yo, honestly, I really don't care about it. It's not helping me. And then I'll hear things in the background from other people. Oh, they say you're acting weird. Yeah, you just came home from federal prison and you're not trying to be like everybody else. You're trying to be so different. It's making people feel awkward. Guess what? I like that. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be like them. So I was actually, it was a compliment to me. Oh, you're weird, bro. They saying you're weird. That stuff is gonna wear off. Whatever I'm talking about is gonna wear off. I used to talk about credit. I used to talk about finances. You don't want to call me in the morning. But that's all I'm gonna talk about. So the people that was calling me in the morning, they used to be like, yo, bro, it's 8 in the morning, bro. Why you talking about credit? Why you talking about finance? Because that's what I brainwashed myself to do. Because I want to be the best. I don't want to live a mediocre life. I see what the people at the top are doing, and that's what I want to do. So I had to really learn that. And then another thing that I did was I started reading books. So it was this one book that actually gave me a paradigm shift. So a lot of us, they be like, yo, I had a 360 change. No, if you did a 360, guess what? You're walking this way, you turned around and you went the same way. No, I had a 180. I had a 180 shift. I turned around, I turned this way, boom, I went that way. I didn't go the same way I was going before. I had a 180 shift because of this book. It was called The Principles and the Power of Vision by Dr. Miles Monroe. So as I'm reading this book chapter for chapter, after every chapter, I'm analyzing my whole life. Like, this book was so deep, it just made me think like everything about my life and then where I was headed and what I was doing, my priorities, my belief system, and then I was just able to analyze that, and then boom, after reading that book, it took me about, I'll say about 60 days to really read that book, because I'll sit down and read a page, and next thing you know, I'm thinking for 10 minutes. It has you think about your life. So I started reading books like that, and it really gave me a paradigm shift to be able to think about my life. It wasn't even about credit. This was way before credit. Just thinking about the actions that I'm taking, my belief system, am I following the principles that I say that I have? Am I following my journey? Am I following my vision? So that's where it started in personal development. So next thing I did was I invested in somebody who's in a position where I want to be. So I'm on Instagram and I'm seeing people do this, they doing that, credit this, credit that. They're actually credit coaches and they're generating five-figure months, six-figure months, seven figures, even some 8 figures. So I'm like, you know what? I need to invest in a mentorship. So that was my next step. But guess what? You'll have day ones around you. Yo, bro, that's a scam. But guess what? They don't even know. They wasn't even thinking like, yo, my background is similar to that type of vibe. White collar stuff. So scam. You talking about scam, right? All right. That was me back in the day. So you don't think I'm able to read somebody who's on that type of time? I was able to read that because I was in that field of work. So now that I'm able to read that, you think I'm gonna get fooled by somebody on the internet? No. I'm able to do my due diligence. I'm able to look around, talk to certain people, and ask them, hey, who's this person? Who's that person? And I could feel the vibe. I'm all off energy. So guess what? I invested. I was able to take that same information. I was able to help myself build my credit, build it up, get access to funding, and invest more in myself. I was able to invest at least 30 plus, I say 30 plus thousand into myself. 20K mentorships. We're talking about $500 classes. We're talking about $500 FaceTimes. We're talking about $200 in-person consultations, stuff like that. I wasn't scared. I'm gonna take the risk on myself because I believed in myself, and I still do, and I'm gonna still take those risks. I just invested in a 5K mentorship about, I say it's been about a month already. It's just certain levels and certain things and certain pinnacles that you need to hit. So you have to invest in yourself. A lot of y'all are stuck on the money aspect. Y'all are holding money. Guess what? Money is only an energy transfer. It's energy. So I'll give you this amount of money, and guess what? I receive a certain type of energy that's beneficial for me. So it's like a no-brainer for me. It's a no-brainer for me because I believe in myself. And then another thing is, I know a lot of y'all see me drop the music, right? Y'all see me talk about music. I'm rapping about I'm rapping about credit. I'm teaching you how to get the 25K credit card. I'm teaching you how to get the $40,000 auto loan from Navy in a song. That's my passion. I've been rapping. But when I was rapping before, I couldn't really speak about it because what I was doing, it wasn't right. It wasn't right, and I wasn't trying to get in trouble. I was always the person giving. I always had plays, but the plays that I had back in the day, they weren't too right because I didn't have the knowledge. I wasn't taught about my own credit. I wasn't taught about building up credit. I was taught about the dark side. So guess what? Now the transition happened, and now that I've been in it at least like 5 years, it's just different now. Now I'm able to broadcast me helping people, me helping other people generate 10K months, 20K months, them being able to help their own family members and friends build up their credit, be able to get auto loans, be able to refinance their mortgage, be able to refinance their auto loans on the bad deals that they had. And I love it. So I just want to let y'all know my backstory, and this is the ongoing thing, y'all. Credit and finance is not, there's no destination. It never ends. I don't care how old you are. Some people be like, yo, where you headed? Like, what's your destination? There is none. Because this thing is a journey, y'all. And I want y'all to keep that in y'all heads. Let's get it.
Crashed in my credit and boosted it up. You ain't run a plays, you ain't one of us. Meeting with lenders, gaining they trust. 100K funding, that ain't enough.